Good morning, my name is Dr. Mo and I headed up the healthcare team of the National Broadband Plan of the FCC. And if you remember, part of the plan, we suggested that the FCC has a joint workshop with the FDA to really add some more regulatory transparency in this convergence of telecommunications and medical devices. Well, today we're having the panel. So as you can see around me, a range of vendors are setting up. We've got about 25 very exciting companies showing their solutions. We have some very large companies, some startups, some classic telecoms companies, but also the classic healthcare companies. So there's real diversity in the type of things we can see today. And what's very interesting, some of these solutions are aimed for providers and some of them are aimed at consumers. So hopefully we can have a good idea of what's really out there in terms of innovation. So why don't we take a look around and see what they're showing.
Broadband enables remote diagnostics in healthcare. It can allow patients in the most isolated parts of America to receive care from the very best specialists thousands of miles away. Broadband enables remote medical monitoring. Wireless devices can help diabetes patients track their glucose levels, or heart disease patients monitor their cardiovascular data. Broadband can enable widespread access to electronic health records wherever the patient may be and save our nation more than $500 billion over the next 15 years.
Pieces. When a patient has a change in their heart rate or rhythm, it automatically triggers the phone to send the data to our clinical monitoring center, where we've essentially created a virtual hospital where there's approximately 400 cardiac technicians and nurses monitoring patients 24 hours a day.
So do you also find better patient compliance because this is so much less cumbersome than the whole time?
I mean, when you have newer generation technology like this auto detects and auto sends. So even if a patient's having a asymptomatic arrhythmia, such as a 5 or 6 second pause in their heartbeat, they won't feel that necessarily all the time. This device automatically picks that up based upon the algorithm in the sensor and sends it to us. So
the Intel Health Guide, which is our personal healthcare device that's in a patient's home now. It works on telephone line, 3G wireless, or wired broadband. You can do actual video conferencing with patients, so you can see the patient in their home. We've got a lot of work that went into the research behind developing this that was by our ethnographers so that it can be used easily by patients in their home. So we've got a lot of different activities that go on.
Is this through a broadband connection?
This 3G wireless and wired are for the video capability. And patients really love video conferencing. They like it when you're talking to them, you know, they put their makeup on and all that stuff before you call them so they look good. But it actually will hold 30 days worth of biometric data also on the device so that patients can interact with it, which is really good. And what we really want to do with all of this, it's not just about a piece of equipment, it's really about getting patients to change the way they function and helping clinicians actually change their model of care so that this kind of technology fits in with it.
It's the first cellular-enabled glucometer, but also we give back messages to the patient himself. So from a physician-generated set of messages, so that at point of care we're doing what the behavioral scientists would say a teaching moment. So we can change, the way they behave. Tell them take another unit if it's required, eat more if their blood's too low.
Well, it's more than a teaching moment.
That's right. It's also a life-saving moment,
right.
An intervention moment, exactly.
So we've seen about 25 very interesting companies, and one of my main frustrations as a physician is that we reactively manage patients once they become unwell. And as you can see, many of these technologies actually change that dynamic, so let's treat them before they even become unwell. We've seen exciting technologies around diabetes, around heart failure, around a plethora of other conditions. It's been a great start to the day, and now we're looking forward to the whole panel sessions, which are really going to delve into the regulatory framework around this space.